It's like, because just because you're in a specific situation right now doesn't mean you can't change. Do you know what I mean? Like maybe you just aren't around the right people or you haven't seek the right guidance.
Yeah.
Everybody's in a different spot in their life. So, I never like try to judge people for that kind of stuff.
Hmm. This is another question. This one's it's kind of weird, but like, what do you feel when you're making music?
I mean, it's a whole bunch of different things. Like I feel honestly, I usually make music right after an experience that I have. Like right after maybe like if I'm feeling, something happened and I feel like depressed or something, I might make a sad song. Or if I'm like, feeling really good, I had a good day with my friends or something, like I might make a really happy song, a happy beat. I might even record, I might even like rap to it or something. It just depends. It depends on the mood. I try not to like kind of go in with like a set thing in mind. I just kind of, however I'm feeling, I just kind of put it out there on the computer. Like I don't want to restrict myself in any way. So it's kind of a loose answer. It's different every time, but you know, uh, yeah, I just kind of let it kind of take me where I want to take it. I find a lot of times too, it's actually been more effective to make music with my friends and stuff too, because sometimes they give me a sort of inspiration. Like I have clients, for example, they come in. I usually do like these sessions where like we sit down, we talk for like, half hour to an hour, we just kind of shoot the shit. And then afterwards, once I've kind of learned a little bit about their day, I kind of make beats based on that, on how I think they feel. And then, they write to it and then we record it and we got ourselves a song in like a few hours. Um, so sometimes it also depends on how I think other people's perspectives are rather than just my own. It just depends on the situation, you know?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, I'll take it. I mean, we've kind of talked about it a little bit, but how do you keep yourself grounded?
Honestly, well, partially my friends, but also it's a lot of self-awareness, right? Like, you know, like there's always you're never like if someone like me, if you're someone like me, you know, you're never gonna feel 100% satisfied. There's always something to grind for. Um, so I don't know. I'm always so focused on what's to come, and I try not to think about anything else. I try to stay focused, and that's what's kind of keeping me at bay with like where I'm at. Um, but for survivability, I just kind of, I guess, you know, never thought about the present moment. I was always looking ahead. Because I'm like, one day things will get better. I gotta like stay focused and because I know what I gotta do. You know what I mean? I just have to actually do it, you know? Um,
Felt because like for so long and even now like I know I got to do it. I want this podcast, I obviously want it to do well. But I'm like standing in my own way when it comes to reaching out to people because I'm like scared. I don't know, maybe it's the fear of rejection. I don't know, but I know I need to do it, but I don't know.
yeah, no, that's it. It's like you know where you gotta go in life. You got your goals, and sometimes you just gotta take that leap and you just gotta do it.
Yeah.
And that's just, I guess, how I've been kind of living my life. No matter how scared I am, I go out and I do it. Because
Good for you.
you know even if you're scared in that initial moment, your whole life is prepared up to this moment. And once you get into the actual situation, um, your instincts will kick in. Everything will click. You know what I mean? So you're gonna be in the middle of the thing, and you're not even gonna realize that you were scared like 10 seconds ago. You know what I
Sure.
mean? Because you're just gonna naturally do what you do, kind of. Like you got a whole structure on how you do the podcast, right? You got like you're prepared, you got your list of questions, you like do your research on the people. So there's nothing to worry about. It's just you're just talking from to another person is all.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter like how famous they are or like who they are really. It's you're just talking to a person. you know? So much positive shit in the world that like it'd be a shame to let like the few negative things that come across you like actually affect you, because that shit's only temporary anyways.
It's true.
You know what I mean? Like
That's
the
true.
shit comes and goes. So it's like, why are you letting it get to you?
That's true. And like with all the negative things you see, like, what's the saying? Uh, I don't remember, but it has to do with like the news and like you see all the negative stuff, like all the negative stuff is reported, but you never see anything positive. So,
Yeah.
you're always focused more on the negative stuff than you are on the positive stuff because you see it so much.
No, 100%,
But there
100%.
is good in the world.
There
I've seen
is.
it. I could say my own examples from just traumas that I've been through. There were people that like came up to me, like after the Raptors parade, like when I had like was like crying, like hanging onto a tree. There were people that came up to me that were like, you know what, you're gonna be okay. And there were two people that walked me to my dad's office after this had all happened.
Oh, that's really nice of them. And
Yeah,
they were complete strangers.
yeah,
Yeah, so you know, like there's good people in the world, you know, and it's like those are gonna be the things that are gonna overpower all this negativity that you've come across. If you've been bullied or something, you know, generally there's gonna be like those few good things in your life that you just have to really savor and enjoy, you know,
yeah,
and that's gonna be the thing that really kind of I think would help guide you into the right path, into the right direction, you know, is surrounding yourself with positivity and love, you know.
yeah. Well, back to being focusing on the future. What are your biggest goals right now? Or what's like your biggest goal that you're working on right now?
Yeah, so right now I've been kind of worried about, well, I'll give you an example, right? So I just kind of built my own studio from scratch, and you know I do a lot of professional recording for um different different companies, like big companies, big corporations and stuff. But you know, the setup that I had wasn't like up to par with the quality that I wanted, you know. So like I was really worried about getting new equipment so that it would sound the best that it could possibly sound. Uh and so yeah, just recently I just bought a new interface, a new computer. I just got this new microphone paid off. I've just been kind of slowly working towards my goal of owning my own recording studio. Um, so I've just been kind of making a list of stuff that I need, and I've just been kind of working my ass off to try and save up enough money to get to those goals. So right now it's more financial goals that I'm reaching. Um, but that's what my main focus is on right now. You know, and making songs too. You know, once I have enough songs ready to go, um, I want to be able to drop my album Low Life too. It's just right now I'm kind of focused on just building the studio and getting that all kind of under control before I kind of move on to this album. Because once I drop it, I want to put my full focus on it. I got like 50 unreleased songs right now. So once I drop that, I want to make sure I kind of go out with a bang and just kind of boom, 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 go back to back
Is
songs every month and
is
like,
Ethan on your album?
yeah, oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, we got
Shout out Ethan Torrance.
oh yeah, we got like, you know, three or four songs together. We actually got a song with a really big artist that we're gonna release soon. So I'm not gonna say who yet, but um it's coming soon. So stay tuned for
Remember,
that.
never forget who put you two together.
Oh, I know. I won't, dude. Like it's Halloween. Yeah,
Yeah, it was
Halloween you
Halloween.
introduced me to Ethan. So no, I'm 100% grateful for that.
Yeah, because Ethan, you were dressed as a banana.
I was. I still have it in my closet somewhere.
I was
Yeah.
dressed as a chill pill. It was kind of lame.
Yeah, no, it's okay. It was cool. Like we honestly, it's funny. We just both had the same like kind of one suit thing, you know. So that's cool. I think Ethan was Frankenstein or something like that, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
He was. Yeah, somebody did his makeup.
yeah.
That was a good concert. I'm hoping he has another one soon.
Oh, I bet you he will. He will.
And I
He's a
love
busy bee,
watching
man.
these concerts because like it's all local artists and like new and upcoming artists and they are giving their
Oh, 100%.
all the time because they are working for it. And like a lot of the times, celebrities will like come up and they'll like give their concert and it's like mediocre. Some won't. Some will obviously like perform great and give their all still.
Yeah.
But there's some celebrities like, oh, I made it, I don't need to try as hard. But seeing these artists in like a setting like that, it's amazing.
Oh, 100, yeah, 100%. Like, you know, like, because you never know, like, kind of who you're gonna actually meet there too, right? And
Yeah.
a lot of these people are like up and coming. Cool thing about up and coming artists is that like, that's when they're really giving their all, right? Because they still got a lot to prove. I find like a lot of artists, they kind of like lose their way after they get famous. Um, they kind of lose that like kind of that sight, because they've already reached their goals. But like, and that's fine. Like, if they're happy, that's truly what matters. But then there's some people that like even after they get famous, they still have these goals that they want to reach and they just keep trying to climb this ladder, right? So, but I guess what I'm trying to say is like that's when like their best music is out. If you think about it, every artist that we've heard of, a lot of their first few albums, like their first 2, 3 albums, are usually like their best albums
Yeah.
every time.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
because it's like that's like their moment where they really got something to prove. Everything else, you know, is kind of filler. I mean, it's very. I mean, of course, there's artists out there where like they've been dropping music for years and maybe like their seventh album is like just really fire or whatever. But generally, like it's like their first few. Um, there's obviously, you know, like other artists that are the complete opposite stuff. Like maybe they started out like they sucked and then they got better over time. It just, every artist is different. Every, music is just kind of always changing. So yeah, but no, I guess that's just what's cool is like is the grind, the build up.
Yeah. Well, those are all the questions I had for you.
Okay.
Yeah, how did you like the show?
No, I loved it, man. Like it was good. Thanks for having me,
Of course, thank you for coming. You're welcome back anytime.
Well, you're welcome back anytime
Oh,
too.
perfect. Yeah, his
Yeah.
studio's sick. You need to help me design mine when it gets to that point.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Sick.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We'll plan something.
Awesome. Well, that's the end of this show. Thank you for listening or watching. Again, I guess we'll see you next time. Bye.
Peace.